Now, Liru presents.
Ready for orders.
They know to get the fuck out. Alright, maybe we won't have zombies.
Standing by.
Yeah, they're just saying, nope, nope, get out. Nope, it's time. They don't want to deal with any of it, and they ran onto Sonic over.
Somebody ran me over.
Two.
Somebody ran me over in their
Ready
van.
for orders.
That'd be Zeus. And they ran Comian over too.
People were all at school.
They sealed that checkpoint, or that choke point off, so I can't use it. Oh dear, these two guys are being left behind.
Yeah, I don't know who was driving, but they need to not drive. I'm gonna try and get away from the feet.
The fog is thick down there, guys.
Can't see 100 faces.
Sniper Wolf figures out the turn.
Ooh, the track separated.
They're using grenades.
Waiting.
Well, player base figured stuff out real quick.
They're heading towards south.
Oh god. Here, we need to reduce the fog.
Oh, the fog receded.
Why are they running away from zombies? They all wanted to.
I know, right?
Seems a bit odd to me, like.
Looks like the trucks are gonna regroup. And they're gonna push out of here.
Well, I think they all made their way. The two guys.
What is Sniper doing? Is he trying to run him over? Eventually that car is gonna break down.
Right, but if you could just put down a full item to get a weapon back in and slaughter all of them.
Yeah, thanks for the... Use the two rifles from...
Yeah, just have me star out with my 60 round magazine and some thermal. Yeah, that'd be...
To be honest, I don't think that would even help you.
No, I'm not looking at the map actually.
Yeah, you're being pretty liberal with them hordes, huh?
So I spawned a few hordes. Sniper's being followed by all of them.
Yeah, you wanna snipe in, you wanna Zeus in some
Uh-oh.
zombie tanks.
Yeah, they're using their enhanced movement to stay away from them.
They're gonna get destroyed if they keep pushing back.
Rutger
Well, if the
goes
fog
down.
is thick there is here, I don't know where they're going at all.
The looks like they're gonna swing around, try to get these two guys.
You have to see through in the half.
Guys at the fort, be ready. We're coming for you. No man left behind.
Also, apparently they're gonna go back or somewhere.
Yeah, you guys are gonna need to literally drop everything and run.
User disconnected from your channel.
These guys need to get over to them. Yep, they're vaulting over.
Yeah, they're guys.
No. That's weird. That's not an enemy.
Yeah,
He hit the space bar. He's trying to space bar into the vehicle. Meanwhile, these two Germans, dear Fräulein, I think we are stuck. It is okay, Fräulein. We will get out of here eventually.
That's Bomber, not Alpha.
Yeah, because Alpha doesn't exist anymore. Okay, they got it. They got the idea.
hopefully they know which one to TP to.
You might want to go to Bravo and give them some cover.
Oh,
What?
Go to
Oh
Bomber
god.
now.
You think I'm gonna make it easy on them? You're mistaken. They need to get to that teleporter quickly.
Where's the ammo boxes?
Fräulein, you're going to need to get to the teleporter quickly. Every zombie is aggroed on that truck, and it has gone to Bravo.
Ammo!
It's time to go. On the double. Get out of there.
Medic! Medic, please! Alright, Get down. Williams needs medic. Both. Yep, he's laying down right here.
Yeah, we're bad.
so
Damn it.
we're good.
Sniper, you can't no longer exists.
What? What point?
Try going to Bravo. It no longer exists.
Oh
It's gone
jeez.
now.
So whoever's there is gone.
No, they're all done.
Oh.
We all got out.
Alright, that's everybody.
Ah, brilliant.
I was the last one.
Not even close.
Nice.
Is Auntie here?
Yeah, Auntie was right behind me.
Yeah, man.
Alright, there we go. I mean, and you know what? Fuck you guys going on pussies. We went back to the guys at base.
Why me?
What? They did nothing to you. You didn't kill the medic.
Yeah, I know. Jeez, as I'm healing a guy.
Like, why
Bloody
kill the
bunch
medic?
of children.
Wow.
Fuck you, Liru. That was fucking chaos.
It was
That
chaotic,
hurt.
but it was a good time.
It was
That
good.
hurt a
I
little
enjoyed
bit.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Not
That
gonna
Liru,
lie,
why
that
was the fog
that was
so
awesome.
heavy?
It was causing my frames to
let's
drop
see.
to below 10 from how heavy.
I don't think you should ask that question because I think you got your response.
I mean, we couldn't even see the
We'll be right
building we
back.
drove into.
That wasn't even a building, that was a tree.
Yeah, that's how
User joined your
thick that
channel.
fog was. I was like, I can't see shit, and then suddenly we were stopped, and I was like, oh, it's a tree, and then I started backing up.
Alright, some things to say on a debrief perspective. Number 1, if your insertion route into a complex is too tough, it is okay to wave off and find a different route. Sniper, yours was good, you just had some guys on the balconies. That was one of the ones I was hoping you'd use. Dreams, you went right up against a machine gun and a tank, and you kept going back. And then you left it, and then you went back again. And the only reason it finally worked was one of the Panzers decided to drive right on top of its frickin' machine gun turret and explode. That is the only reason you guys were able to get in through that way, so
That was the plan, Liru. That was
lucky
the plan.
you. Yep, totally.
What are you talking about? I just got back.
Wow.
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 I apologize.
Alright, what else?
Wow.
Again.
Who threw the frag in the beginning?
Oh,
That
was
was
James.
at the very beginning? No, which one? Which one? At base?
At
Or-
base.
me. That was me.
At base, Zeres, yours was funny. Dreams, yours was stupid.
No, hey, that's not my fault.
Bad
was
frag,
funny for the
I
surrounding.
look,
Are you
he
hang on, was
liquidates
this where he
himself
tried
and
to
kills
throw
2
the
of his
fucking
friends.
frag through the slit?
Yeah.
See,
I-
now, the way to test that, try a smoke grenade first.
Try a
That's what
smoke
I
building
didn't
grenade
have
first.
any
Yeah,
smoke
guys,
grenades,
guys,
okay?
guys,
That's
we
your
have
error.
complex grenade throwing. You can press Shift G and you can
Yeah.
see if the
Yeah,
grenade
but
will go
that's
through.
not a grenade hole. You can't actually throw projectiles through that.
Well, yeah,
when
but
you
can check if
prematurely
you can.
eject
I'll
a
tell you,
grenade,
yeah.
you should shout grenade, 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 and then everybody will hit the deck and maybe not get dead.
What
That's
is
why
the
you say
key to
frag
actually
out.
switch grenades since it's advanced
Control
grenades?
G.
Control G.
Or you can do
It
shift
didn't
G.
Alright.
switch grenades at
You
all.
can
for
do.
me.
You've definitely had one.
So, by the way, 50% of the flak was destroyed.
No.
We sunk a lot of AT into those guns. Like, we just
Mhm.
couldn't kill them.
I know, it's alright. Some of them were broken, some of them weren't.
User
That's
left
okay.
your channel.
Another quick thing. If your building that you were in is taking heavy fire, when you reinsert, you shouldn't run into that same building.
That's the perfect idea.
Because
It works
that's
all the
how
time.
Sniper died, I think, twice in that same building to that flak. Like,
This
you
works.
literally ran back in there as, like, after you died, a few minutes passed, and then you immediately died to the same exact flak turret.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I felt you there, buddy, but common sense sometimes, you know?
What did you think of 360, that one? I think it went pretty well.
360 was actually a lot better that time. I will say that. There were a few, you know, small issues with it, but much better than usual. And I think the fact that I snipped your balls with communication for TFAR, forcing you to stick together, encouraged it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, my T-Far didn't seem to work for some reason.
Yeah, you were using Duet to talk to me, and I wasn't hearing you through too far at all.
Yeah, my
Just
T-Far
Duet.
just didn't work. What's the problem?
The new
I'm not a
update
mod
with
expert.
TeamSpeak, you have The new update with TeamSpeak makes your plugin useless, so you have to go download it from the website again, which means it's very easy and very simple. And
Yeah,
somebody
I'll
else
be
can help
looking
you
I
out
for
with
literally
that.
updated before I got on, and my plugin was fine. So I don't know where you're coming from with that.
Don't you have to restart for the update to take full effect?
Well, anyway, does
And what?
anybody else have any input for the actual mission and stuff before we go off on like weird mod tangents?
Yep.
Yeah.
Why was there
Suggestions,
AI
thoughts,
on the
anything?
floor?
Well, I think that we actually did pretty well with chain of command. Like people took charge when the officer died, and we were able to actually get things done.
Was tested heavily, yes.
Yeah, when I did crash, let me give some more congrats. When I crashed and I immediately got back on from the looks of it because it was saying I was losing connection and then I came back. I just sat here quietly in this channel listening to everyone speaking, and there was a lot of local comms. Sniper would then radio something to Dreams, and then Dreams would immediately tell his guys after that exchange was done. That was great. That was excellent. That's what I like.
I don't know if I should do squad lead again though, to be honest.
Yeah, Dreams, I've been seeing a few things with Friday and today, and you have potential with it, but I think you should spend some more time being a simple soldier first.
Yeah.
Because I was, especially the fact you kept going up. Angry died 3 times to that one MG that somehow had a perfect angle on that route you were coming in on.
Yeah,
And then the tank, ASRA 3 sent the tank at you, and then a second tank at you. You're not ready yet, but you will be soon. But maybe just play as a foot soldier and maybe let some other people get the opportunity to squad lead. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't think you did that bad, Dreams. Like you said, I think you just the soldiers liked you. We just need a little bit more experience.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Rutger, who were you with when you were breaching that big building with all the Germans in it towards the end of the clearing out the town part?
Was it the one
Red
with?
King.
If it was the one with loads of enemies in the floor, then yeah,
Yep.
me.
Excellent job doing that. Very well done. None of you died, I believe.
No.
But you both sweeped in. Rut took the second floor. You took the first floor. That was excellent.
I got knocked out helping them with that.
Also, small note.
User left your channel.
Let me put a small note here as well. If you run into a tank, it might not always be the best idea to hunker down and engage it. Maybe you should go around. Maybe there will be other assets you could find to take out that tank. But this is World War II, so you are going to run into enemy armor occasionally. But I also like to try to teach this idea of you don't have to engage everything. You can try to go around things. Since the tanks, they only have mounted machine guns on the forward part. Everything else is docile, with the exception of that very slow-moving, rotating turret, which is just a giant cannon. Just food for thought on my end. Anyway, let's open it to general discussion. If you have something to say, give me a message over TeamSpeak, not a poke, and we'll just go down the list. Alright, Shishkbar, you're first.
I just want to thank you guys for coming back right in the end when like 2 Germans were sitting in the fort while we were, before that, we were killing Germans, and you just came back to rescue us from the zombies.
You're welcome.
Yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was gold.
Yeah, man.
Alright, Rat King, the AA was starting to be taken out as the German counterattack was in full swing. You decrewed them, but you didn't start destroying them until, you know, about halfway through the German counterattack when I was starting to set up the weather for the zombies.
Yeah. I was asking around a bit and going, so has the A been destroyed? I thought that was one of the objectives, and I was getting the reply that we're getting on it.
I did put an empty tank down. It was a white something,
Yes.
and then Dreams took it and brought it to one of the checkpoints, and then someone threw a grenade next to it, and that somehow caused it to start cooking off.
It was probably an 80 grenade.
Probably, but that destroyed that entire checkpoint. But I kind of meant for that to also be used to help take out the flak or any hostile tanks.
I was in
that
the
thing wouldn't
gunner
have made a
seat of
dent in
that
the King
tank.
Tiger.
Oh, the King
It
Tiger
had
outside of the fort,
APCR.
that was never gonna come in. That was just outside to harass you guys.
Yeah, it was terrifying when I saw that. Like, I was in the MG42 gun sight, and I was like, "Oh God, there's a King Tiger outside!" And then I got off the gun. Fuck that.
I want to say I think we did pretty well as far as we didn't really pick up too many German guns unless it was absolutely necessary. I don't
I
think
saw
anyone
that
was
too. It
just
was
picking
only
them
towards
up.
the end. Very well done with that, and that wasn't you trying to pick an OP gun. That was you just picking up because you needed it. You could tell. But I did see Bill pick up the MG42, and I thought nothing of it because he's a crazy German.
One
You
thing
can't
about
prove
the German weaponry, sometimes when you got hit and downed and then woke up again, you would be equipped with an MP40 instead of your former rifle. Happened to me 2 times.
That's weird.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw it happen to him. It was really weird.
That's really weird.
It's a new ace patch because we were playing on the modded server earlier, and I would literally just lose my primary weapon after dying for some reason. So maybe it's some weird ace thing.
Anything else from anybody? Any criticisms for me? Any criticisms to someone else? But don't shit talk, you know? Anything at all?
Too many zombies.
No,
No.
not enough.
Not enough zombies, but too many frames is what I'm saying.
No, the fog got way too thick, way too fast.
See, the thing was, you were on a hill. I wasn't actually expecting you guys to be on point and immediately try to get out of the town, because since that fort was on a hill, I had to make the fog thicker so it would reach the top of that hill where the town was on, but it made the stuff all below much more thick. That's
Everybody in
why
the
when you
truck
both
was
got down
screaming,
there,
"Go,
I
go,
lowered the
go."
fog.
Yeah, that's all I could hear in the driver's seat as I'm bleeding out, like, go, 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 and I'm like, bro, it's like driving underwater out here.
Yeah,
I can't see shit.
To that bleeding out part, I actually fixed you while we
Did
were
you?
driving. Yeah.
Thank you.
Didn't you not realize that you're
No,
busy-
I was literally freaking out pressing W the entire time. And then
Oh,
I
yeah,
was
speaking-
like, let's go back for the guys on the wall. And then we did.
Speaking of that, I'd like to say I thought our medics did a really good job, just all around.
Thanks.
Hey.
Yeah,
Like,
I agree.
You know, it was where they were really efficient in getting people up, but not to the point of running out into open MG territory.
Good.
Yeah.
That too.
I think Rad and I only died like 3 times between the 2 of us, so.
I died twice. The first one was just by a straight buddy grazing me, and it instantly killed me. And the second time was when I was trying to run up to Bill, as we were taking fire from where the white tank was, and I just got shot and immediately killed there again. Like
And I
1
think-
second into animation of being wounded.
I think the time I died, a tank shot me or something like that.
That's ouch.
I got direct fired by the tiger before I died my second time. Ouch.
One more thing I want to point out, Sniper, when your squad finally starts funneling in through that breach and they went up to that first building, how was playing with the German Liru?
Are you talking about the one that I literally just turned around and started spraying? Is that you?
Well, you eventually killed me. I was trying to run him away. I didn't notice that you guys had peered over on the left side of that building, but I was in a building. There were 2 windows. And I just kept poking my gun out.
Stupid pink building, yeah. We knew you were in there, and people
Yeah, I
were
hit you
yelling.
with my
Apparently, you
bar.
didn't hear anybody. Yeah.
How did that lead taste, by the way?
It was good. I wasn't injured.
Oh wow.
What killed me was I ran out of there thinking I was too OP with that Car 98, and I ran out and then Sniper shot me in the back because he had pushed past that building and it was on the side. I saw a
I
German
did shoot you in the
across from
back.
me. No, it was you. You were the only one that could have done it.
I know, and as I said, I know it was me who shot you in the back 'cause I was watching you run away.
But there was also something really weird going on throughout that mission. There were 4 Germans that just randomly, like you'd hear a bullet and they'd die. But then I'd look at where both squads were and it would be physically impossible for them to have killed those units.
The US had arcing bullets
Friendly
in
fire.
World War II, you know that, right?
Yeah, I know, but you'd
Which
have
is
to
very
arc
good.
like way over a freaking tall ass wall. Like one of the
They had
flak
like
38s
thermal
got
bullets,
decrewed.
I'm pretty sure. You
Maybe
know?
their
Huh.
base speakers just cut out.
Not
Who
even
the
a
hell
sniper that
knows?
could have done it.
Magic bullets.
Yeah, I was thinking you had a sniper somewhere, but I couldn't
Yeah, we
see him,
did.
and I knew that.
Centellus was a sniper.
Yeah, it might have been him.
I mean, what
But
do
there
you
was no
expect?
elevation to shoot into that base.
Yeah, exactly.
No.
That's why I was so confused.
There was times where the Germans wouldn't actually be on the wall; they'd be floating. So, like, there was a time I shot one guy, but that was later on in the mission.
Yeah,
maybe
but...
they got flung off the wall or something.
They would just appear as
knows?
floating, so it was probably just like a
Yeah,
client
those
side
walls are a
thing.
bit glitchy, but I looked at the wall. None of them were really floating per se, but they might have moved around and glitched themselves. I don't know.
You're talking about Germans on the wall or inside the city?
On the wall.
Yeah.
I killed 2 on the wall.
Yeah, the walls, they seem quite stable to stand on. Because we were a couple standing down in the southeast corner and hold off all the Germans that come in, at least from the south.
Alright, guys, so
Yeah.
we're just
I
getting
think
into some
at
simple
least
bug
for me,
things,
it
but
must have been
everything's been
like
really
there was an
covered,
issue
so
with the
thank you guys so
probably
much
the
for
loading
watching
on the render
and
distance on
operate
the model. Like
operationally.
it
Take
must
care,
have
guys.
polygoned it down a bit.